How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Yeah Come On Show, show 135. I am Southside Steve, your host. That is my co-host in the green, Mr. Brett Barney, and that is my co-host right there, Mr. Evan Brando. And we are excited. We are one excited little podcast right now, aren't we, gentlemen? We got a big week coming. First off, to our nation, I salute you. God bless America. Woo!
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 Woo! I don't even have on my Yeah Come On red, white, and blue hat, but you know what? I'm in all black, not because it's a Johnny Cash thing, because it's also the independence of us freeing people from other bourbons, turning them on to ours. That's
pretty
what
good.
we're doing.
Pretty good.
That's what we're doing. I'm going to free you from the bonds of the bourbon that hold you and give you a new bourbon, the Yeah Come On bourbon. And this is the Legends Yeah Come On bourbon whiskey. And this is the very first bottle off the assembly line here. You've got one, Brett. That was a batch. This is the official. Brett, what you have there is a
Wait, is that one?
bottle.
Wait, Brett, did you get one?
No. This is the 100 because I love me some damn Legends. Don't mix it with Kool-Aid though.
No, don't. But this bottle is signed. And today we went, it was a big day today. We went actually to Atlanta Beverage. Atlanta Beverage will be distributing in the Metro, the Legends Yeah Come On bourbon. And I was with the Legends guys, and it was so cool because when you're at the table, you're right there, and every person, there were like 22 people, every one of them represented, like somebody represented Milton, then there was somebody that did Johns Creek, and then there's somebody that does the west side of Atlanta, you know, in Castleberry and those areas. Then you got somebody from the east side, then you got Atlanta, then you got Midtown. And it was all the reps, and it's all everything from the bars to the liquor stores in those areas and the restaurants that were pushing. And it was just kind of cool that we covered literally the entire listening area of Rock 100.5 with those guys. It was pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a big to do.
I'm jacked up right now.
You should be,
dude.
Son.
I'm fucking jacked up. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Let's do this. We're about to. Trust me. We are a week away as of Saturday, so we're actually 9 days away.
I don't want to spoil the guests that we have, but some of them are like some of them are tentative, but some of them are like truly insane. Like we have, so it's a big lineup, man. More than just obviously us three will be there in course full kit, but
no, we will be doing the Yeah Come On show live from 6 until 7. We might even start a hair earlier, just depends on who's there, but as guests come in and as VIPs come in, everybody's subject to interview. A lot of business owners, people that I know that I've talked to are coming. Everybody from my bug guy, who actually runs who runs all of Ryan Seacrest properties. So he's a bug guy by day, and he works for Ryan Seacrest, and he manages like 28 properties that Ryan owns in and around Dunwoody and Chamblee, and that's his gig. He also was a drummer in a lot of the bands when I started in the 90s in radio, the mid 90s, early 90s. All the way through the mid 2000s. He dated one of the sales rep. He was in 2 or 3 bands. He was a drummer, just an interesting guy. And then you got somebody like Susan Hendricks, who is the host of Headline News, on the weekends, the Weekend Report and all that coming. And then you got Collective Soul, as many members that can get there. They're coming off the road with Sammy Hagar. They're landing at Hartsfield Saturday morning, and some of them are willing to come up. Ed cannot make it. He has a prior engagement, and he's profusely apologized, which I appreciate. But Will Turpin's coming. We may have the lead guitarist coming. And then we've got a singer coming, and they're going to cover and do some Yeah Come On love songs like Collective Soul. Play some Collective Soul songs. That's
think they'll cover Love Walked In.
I hope so, because I would love to do that. I'm going to suggest that they do, because I think what we should do is at the party, for no reason at all, when we start the podcast, we can't do it live, can we? We can't play it properly. We can play it while we're there.
We sure can. I mean,
we podcast, literally do anything we want. Just YouTube hates when we do that.
Yeah.
We just lose money on just that show.
Yep. Yeah, it might be worth it.
But if we play someone covering it, we might not get dinged.
All right, I'll see if I can get these band guys to cover it. Then we've got, and he'll be on the show on Axel and Southside on Rock 100.5. We'll literally have Craig Gass in studio. The good thing about Craig Gass, when you get Craig Gass, you get Gene Simmons. He's going to be at our release party. You know, the launch party. Then you get Paul Stanley. I mean, you know, you get everybody.
Peter Criss?
Peter Criss. I don't know that he does Peter Criss.
You get Garth Brooks. He did Garth Brooks on the show.
Yeah, you get Garth Brooks.
Fantastic.
You get stories of Van Halen. I've got to get some of those stories. Remember, we had him on the podcast where he talks about living on property. I don't want us to live there, but I'd like 5 minutes of that, just being around Eddie, living there, in and around the Sammy Hagar days. I want to hear that.
Oh yeah,
and he'll be our headliner. But you know, I'm still inviting people. John Rocker, thank God he's coming in for NASCAR, and he's like, hell yeah, dude, for you, I'll be there. And he's got a full weekend, so Rocker's coming. I
feel like John Rocker's gonna put me through a table. I just have a bad feeling about it.
I'll tell you exactly what it's gonna be like. Hey,
he'll have
ball game.
Ball game.
Literally,
he does love to call me ball game. He always has called me ball game. I think he calls a few other people, but he has that. That's his love word. I'll take it. But he will say that. And then we'll see, you know, we got Ted Jenkins will be there. Some of our sponsors, I think even David Markwell of Ridgeline Counseling is trying to make it. That'd be really cool if Dave's there. Any sponsors that come in, we'll have them. Joe B's even sent me some bee pollen and said, I wish I could make it. Can't be there. I'm like, okay, it's all good. It's all good. But
does he send bee pollen for like every occasion?
Pretty much.
Like, hey, congrats on graduating. Here's some bee pollen.
I take 2 capsules a day. It keeps a lot away. Yeah. I'm telling you. It definitely minimizes my allergies. God bless.
So sorry you lost your sister. Have some bee pollen.
You know, if I had a sister and I lost her, he'd probably give that. But we have great. And that's the thing right now.
Bee pollen?
Wait, what do you mean?
Just like bricks of pollen?
No, it's gonna be in capsule form. He's sending you a nice gift. It's just
and they're veggie capsules. So you swallow them, they're good for you. They're not like the nasty plastic capsules that come.
So this isn't like pollen Escobar. That's a reach.
No,
that's a reach.
But you know what?
I'll see what you're doing. I'll see. Yeah, it's Friday.
It's Friday, and you've been drinking. I don't care. I'm okay with it.
It's Legends, baby.
It's Legends, baby.
Mine's blood, but same difference.
Yeah, there you have it. But the bourbon release party, again, for those who haven't heard, is next Saturday night. That is July 9th. Everything starts at 6 o'clock. Our podcast starts at 6, and it's scheduled for 11, but it can go later. Trust me. And we'll see what happens. But our bourbon will be on sale. The Yeah Come On small batch bourbon. Everybody that comes in, we're going to give you a sample of it. We're going to give you a shirt or a hat. You choose. I'm wearing both right now. Well, I'm wearing a normal Yeah Come On hat, but look at the shirt, boys.
Ooh,
yeah, come on.
I was pretty sure I wanted a hat, but
yeah, they're good shirts too. They're similar. They're close in quality to what I sell. They're just a one notch below, but they're soft, and that's all I cared about. They run a little tight, but we'll have them there for you, whatever you want. So a large, you might find yourself in an extra large. If you're an extra large, you might find yourself in a double XL, whatever. They're just a little tighter, I noticed. This is a large I'm wearing, but I'm okay. I'm still fit. But being there today, I will say, was like the greatest compliment. It was almost, I even told him, I said, I have an ego. All 3 of us do. Anybody that has ever been on the radio or does a podcast or does anything, you have an ego. It just depends on how big it is. Mine's big enough to do what I do in front of crowds of people, to go up and speak, to endorse, to take a stage with not being prepared and pull it off. That's it. But I don't think I'm the greatest thing in the world. I think I'm lucky. I think I've got some talent, but I know there's a lot of talented and more talented people than me, but I'm here. So, but seeing this, when we're there in the presentation and I'm looking up and there's this whole click, and they're doing the slideshow on this 180-inch screen at Atlanta Beverage. and everything is my face, my signature. The yeah, come on, something that's meant a lot to me since 1987, since saying this silly phrase. It just kind of hit, and I was like, all right, this is. It was overwhelming. It's
That's
the only thing I
awesome.
can say. It was overwhelming, and and I look at it and I tell my wife, I'm like, am I worthy, so to speak? What makes me any kind of a big deal? You start asking yourself, but then you think of 30 years of entertainment on the radio, and you're thinking, y'all know the grind, mornings, 24 years, just doing crazy crap, entertaining, and you hope you've given a bunch of people, you give people a couple good laughs, make their commute better. There's some loyalty and some love. So,
I
radio is
don't
the bottom rung. It is the bottom rung, but I'll take it. It's the rung I stand on.
I don't want to blow too much smoke up your ass, Steve.
Yeah.
But I will say, and Brett, maybe you can back me up on this. Both Brett and I have met a lot of radio people in our day.
Yeah, you have. That's
And
true.
there's not a lot of Southside Steves out there. You know what I mean? There's not, I don't think I know anyone except maybe Dallas at the country station. She's the only other one that's like, oh man, oh, I'm Mike. Tell Steve I said, hey, Steve, remember? Yeah, I remember that. Like everybody remembers everything they ever did with you. It is a magical thing. So, not to blow too much smoke, but man, you got an effect on people, I think.
Well,
I really do.
I appreciate that. And I will say that Dallas, if I had a sister, but she'd be one I'd
yeah.
sleep with. I
Yeah.
would sleep with her. But it'd be her.
I'm your sister.
Stop
Like
it,
that?
Brett. I'm not driving.
But Brett,
to your
you'd
yellow
agree,
room.
right?
Oh yeah,
Again,
I
not to make
100%
this
would
an
not
ass
back
kiss
up
fest.
Evan on this statement.
Oh, he's not going to back me up.
I'm just messing with you. No,
All
you
right,
just,
that's fine.
dude. I felt fortunate when Steve
All you
came
are
to
is a
me.
podcast buzz killer. What?
I know. I felt fortunate when you came to me and were like, "Hey, man, you want to do a podcast?" I was like, you know who I am?"
Yeah, funny. No, but you both come highly recommended. But the two of you, and I like it because I think we will grow and grow and grow together. The show, but I know you're both loyal. I know you both have a great work ethic. I know you both come from quirky, off the wall places, which is key to this, and your input. And I appreciate your energy, and you keep me pumped up. So I wanted a show where, and just like what I have right now in radio, I wanted a show where I'm like, I'm happy to do it. I love doing it, and I'm working with people that I see as equals and people that care and people I want to be around. So I'm blessed right now with the podcast I want and the show I want. I mean, Axel is fantastic too.
Got class act all the way through.
Yeah. And that's all I wanted to surround
will he
myself.
be
Everything
there?
else.
Oh yeah, is Axel coming?
Good. No, he can't make it.
Wow. Wow.
He bailed on me.
He bailed.
Now, you know what it is? It's so weird because I'm like, and I did not nickname myself this, and this sounds over the top, but they used to call me the old GM and the management at Atlanta Motor Speedway. They called me the Jesus of the infield. It's like he walks on water there. People, Steve can't take two steps, but those are my people. That's it. Everybody has a happy place where you go. Some people, it's Home Depot where everybody knows and asks you questions. Nobody talks to me there, but Atlanta Motor Speedway is my spot. And it's weird. There's a race on the 10th. There's also one on Saturday, but the 400's on the 10th. So Axel's going to take that hit for me. He's going to represent Rock. He's doing the gig so I can be with you guys. So,
oh man.
I didn't know Atlanta Motor Speedway was going to do a buy. We've done Daytona for so many, not Daytona, but we've done Alabama for so many times, so many races. Yeah, Talladega for like 5-6 years. So it was kind of cool to get back in the sack with Atlanta Motor Speedway because that's where I've always done the races. I've done 22 years of races down there, 2 races a year most of the time. So a lot of good times in the infield and doing stuff. So I'll miss it, but Axel's going to do that. Mo on the show is coming to the release, and he doesn't even drink.
He doesn't even drink. Yeah.
His girlfriend does. She'll drink.
Good for her. Good for her.
He'll drive her home. So he's coming. So there's going to be a whole list of people, but just the release in general, the palettes and the interest. And right now, restaurants, it's like when I was sitting in there, the one guy is from McDonough and he has that area. And I have not been to McDonough since I closed my bar in 2013. I had a bad taste. There was there were so many people that I loved down there and they were good. And then there were so many people that ruined it for me, with people not working with me, with, road traps, there was a lot of that, and I'm like, come on, man, and the police really weren't the problem as much as a lot of people down there were just not cool. The locals, I'll
Yeah.
say. Some of
I
them
think we've
were
all
just,
had that, right? I mean, Brett, you just moved
they
from a
weren't
place you
nice.
totally hated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't own a bar and have to deal with the stuff he dealt with.
I know, but it's a universal experience where you're like,
But
I lived in Smyrna for a couple months, so that sucked. And I was like, God, for a while I was like, man, I hate Smyrna. Fuck
no,
Smyrna.
I felt that way. It's just maybe changed. The problem is with I had my bars, all these rumors went around and all these people were hating on me, not even knowing me, because 4 different bar owners down there, that was their livelihood. And instead of working together, they thought I was trying to put them out of business, and I wasn't. I wanted us all to work together. So they spread rumors, and they got about 20 people each that were loyal as hell to them to make my life a living hell. So I had like 150 people going out of their way to cause me grief.
Holy
So
crap.
it's those 150 to 200 people that I say kiss my ass. And it put a bad taste in my mouth. But I hear there's some new bars down there. There's a new mindset. The banker asshole that I had to deal with is gone at Heritage Bank. So good riddance to him. Yeah, Mike, I'm talking about you. But yeah, some of these douchebags that were down there that were old school, and maybe they've died off or retired or gone away, but there was definitely that. And I was like, my God, I promote the Southside. This is what I've done my whole life, and you people are gonna treat me like shit. It was tough. So I never talk about it much, but that's why the bar closed, and there were some just bad people. So long story short, I'm talking to that guy, and he's like, dude, it's changed. We want you back. So they're going to do a whole, Southside Steve's coming back to the Southside promotion. So we've got another bar we'll probably do a live podcast in. And I want to start doing those just where we can reach out and touch people and do it. And I think the bourbon's going to help do that. There's a lot of cool stuff that I just saw people, like one girl's like, my mom loves you. I'm like, great. And she's like, no, I love you too. We listen to the show. And then you start meeting and you realize that I've hung out with these people before, and they're the ones pushing the bourbon at Atlanta Beverage. So it was just a magical day. It really was. I told my wife, I said, I think I'm just now coming down from it, but it was a lot of fun.
It sounds like it, and the videos are really cool. You can definitely go check them out. I'll be posting them a lot on our Instagram.
Here.
At
Yeah,
the
go ahead and
Come
post
On show.
Here we go, right?
Post this one. All right, right now we have got the people at Atlanta Beverage right here. We're at their headquarters, and we're about to drink Yeah, Come On Bourbon. Now, this is special bourbon. It's Legends Yeah, Come On Bourbon Whiskey. Yeah, come on. With me, Chris Green.
Yeah,
Weird thing is, his name's Chris Green, too. The other weird thing is, her mom loves me. The other weird thing is, I've ridden motorcycles with him. And I just met her. All right, cheers to Atlanta Beverage. A great relationship. Notice the smoothness. Take a sip. Smooth with a smoky aftertaste.
Yeah, come on.
These are happy faces. Those are happy faces. That's a happy.
Absolutely.
Can you believe that? Little Roger's nice. Yeah, come on. There you go.
And check out Steve's poll while you're there.
Yeah, and what you just saw was me just doing a toast to all the representatives at Atlanta Beverage, and we all did a drink. And I got to tell you, that was my proudest moment of this whole bourbon, because when I tasted it, I was like, I 100% think this is the best bourbon I've ever tasted.
That's awesome.
And I had that moment, and I'm like, what did you guys think? And I tasted, I'm like, I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing. This is exactly how I want it to taste, 100%. And at that moment, I went, I'm there. I just scored the ultimate touchdown, and I took it, and I'm like, it's smooth. You think you're going to get even a slight burn, and you don't. And there's a smoky aftertaste. The aftertaste, 20 seconds in my mouth, I went, this is it. I have now made what I think is the best bourbon I've ever tasted. So that was a cool moment too.
Man.
And everybody, they were digging it. We did, and we drank it straight up warm. So I'm like, wait till you try it with ice or Coca-Cola. It'll get you. So that was it. So, the Yeah Come On show is really about the three of us and just the love of Yeah Come On. And again, it's a rally cry. You do something good, you get laid, you get a raise. Yeah, come on. It's just that's all it is. So it's not sexual in nature, but you can scream it while having sex, if that makes sense. And I know you do, Brett. I've already heard from your wife, and I don't mind
Whoa,
that.
that's bullshit. She yells, "Yeah, come on."
I know.
Was good.
Dude,
That's good.
and do you want the rest of the sentence or?
Leave it alone.
No,
Leave it
no, no.
alone.
That is all business right across the plate. That one.
Yeah, we got you. Don't make me call your mother, Brett. I'll do it.
Don't worry, she'll be
Call
at the
your-
bourbon release.
Oh, hell yes. I can't wait to drink with Miss Barney. Oh, I can't wait. Now, one thing I want to get into other than this, the live, and we hope you can join us. And if you can't, we're going to do other of these, but I don't want to say that so you don't show, but we're looking for a huge party and I'm going to have as many surprises of guests as possible. And I'm really proud of the two of y'all being there, and you will play your role in that evening, even though you don't know it. So that's about it on the bourbon release and the live
what
show.
was that? What? We don't know what's happening.
There'll be a live sex act at one point.
Oh,
You two
dear.
will
Hell
participate.
yeah. Just like Bourbon
dear.
Street, sticking with
Yeah.
the theme, bourbon.
Yeah. We will show people the Yeah Come On love. And you two will play a role.
I'm gonna start stretching now, just in case. I don't know what I'm being asked of, but
Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay.
Oh,
No, I'm
dear.
not gonna get into such
Just
a
know I'm a
but
power
we're-
bottom.
Are you?
well, obviously.
Oh, you
Look at this
serious?
man.
Come on.
Okay, good. Now I've got your position. It's perfect. Now I know exactly where to put Evan. Thank you for that.
Great.
Evan, drink anything with caffeine that day. Okay. I need your
I'll drink a lot of pineapple juice.
So tell me about the email from our listener.
Yeah,
I need to
Brett.
hear this.
This is great.
This is probably one of the better emails the show has ever gotten.
And
Because
just
usually,
as a quick aside, we love getting y'all's emails.
oh yeah,
Well done. You said that like that chick. What's that chick? Paula Dean. That was a Paula Dean. Like, we love the fact that y'all send us emails.
I think I'm the Paula Dean of this show. Obviously, Steve's the Simon Cowell. Brett's I don't know. Wait.
so you're the racist, Steve's the Brit, and then what am I?
Well, I would say you're the drunk, but that would make you Paul Abdul.
Down. Let's go.
And I love how you missed that. I said Paula Dean, that chick that cooks.
Oh, Paula Dean. Sorry, I was thinking Paul Abdul.
I love how you got there. I was wondering, like, how is he calling me Simon with Paula Dean, the cook? But whatever. I'm in Evan's
totally
world
missed.
right now.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
all right,
Opposites
yes.
attract. You take one step forward, two steps back.
there you go. Don't worry about it. But when you said we just love y'all's emails, it reminded me of Paula Dean,
We love y'all's emails.
who for some reason I think I would like to have sex with, back in the day.
You know what? I
don't
get
know
it.
why. She's tan. She's got that fake blonde hair. I think she's probably got cute little toes. She probably puts her feet in the air, and then she makes you something to eat when it's all over. I got no problem with any of that.
I'll churn that butter.
Mhm.
All right.
All right. So emails.
I
If
love
you
how
wanna-
everything you say just takes me back to squeal like a pig.
That's the mama in him.
So am I the
Thank you for
deliverance
the-
of the show?
Yes, thank you for the Warren Beatty.
The three main hosts of American Idol, Paula Dean, Simon Cowell, and Deliverance.
Deliverance. That's our
Cast
show.
and crew of Deliverance.
We'll see you. Don't meet us in the dark. Take care.
Okay.
All right.
If you ever want to email the show, you can hit us up. The Yeah Come On Show, the Yeah Come On Show at gmail.com. And we usually do get emails. They're like, hey, love the show, really funny. And then you always have the classic, hey, is this your email? I'm like, yes, this is our email. What's up? And then they don't respond, but whatever. So we got this one, and we really do need to break this down. It says, hilarious. Listen carefully to the backwards lyrics of Thunder. It clearly says, eat my white ass. Love the show. Yeah, come on, Mike. So have we been playing something that says eat my white ass for a while?
Way.
No way. There's no way. Keep in mind, the whole thing we're talking about is I love the song, and now you guys love it. I played it in the background when I asked my wife to marry me, and as a joke, I played it at our wedding. And my wife is so not Thunder. which is another reason I did it. But I love Walked In Through the Door by Thunder, and that we love that song. And we used to play it at the start of all of our shows till we found out they were dinging us and taking our money on YouTube. So now we play it in reverse just to still play it, but we get to keep our money. And that's it. So I never, ever listened to it in reverse. I've never listened to the words. So I don't know what it says.
So we need to break this down. Evan, do you have the song?
I do. Would you like me to play it?
Yeah, let's see
Yeah,
if we
So
can
here
hear this.
is Love Walked In, just the well, obviously not the forward
Our
version.
standard intro.
Here's our standard
Yeah.
intro.
Let's say it.
Wait, so can you go to the part where they start the lyrics?
Well, so I can't go specifically to it, but you and I did a
Oh,
little
damn.
detective work here.
Yeah.
It sounded like
Um,
it to these ears. Not damaged yet by radio, unlike most people I work with that can't hear anything. I heard it.
Brett and I both I haven't listened to what Brett's was. I have it here. And I picked what mine
Your
is.
microphone's super hot.
I haven't listened to what Brett's is. Is that better?
All right.
A little better?
A little better. You're still
All
hot.
right.
Now you're good. Now you're good.
All right. Weird. All right. Well, so I haven't listened.
You're still a little hot.
What did you do? Did you dial yourself up?
I didn't
I
do
don't know.
nothing.
You brought the whole room with you with whatever you hit, and I'm definitely leaving this in so people can hear it.
I mean, I'm not gonna edit it out. What?
Yeah, when people say you're hot, that just means it's like super loud, over modulated.
Yeah, I'm peeking and stuff. I
There
don't
you go.
know.
It sounded
Oh, there you go. That's
now I
perfect.
know what, yeah, you sounded like, I'm like, is God? Sound like
Wait.
Evan?
Oh,
Yeah.
weird. Okay, well, I'm not gonna touch nothing. But Brett and I, like I was saying, we both tried to pick which we thought was were you know the evil lyrics. And Brett, here's yours. So we're gonna see.
I'm telling you, that says, "Oh, eat my white ass."
And here's what I picked. Okay.
So we both had the same part.
I don't think it says that.
What do you think it says?
I don't know. Here, wait. It sounds to me like it says enter my ass.
No,
Oh, that's any
worse.
better?
I'm just saying
what's worse?
it's different.
No, it says eat. Clearly says eat. And by the way, this isn't our fault. It's not. First off, Thunder should allow us to play it and be glad that we do. Secondly, and maybe with the bourbon, maybe they'll be like, these guys, they could actually help us. Maybe they do give us permission. But right now we're playing it backwards because of them, and they should know what their songs say backwards, right? Didn't Judas Priest get in trouble for this kind of crap?
Yes. We'll just say yes.
Hang
I
on.
have no idea.
Was
If
it
Dark Side of the
Priest?
Moon backwards.
Well, you know what? I appreciate a listener emailing in. And again, what's our email address, Brett? I know we're putting it up. The Yeah Come On Show.
The Yeah Come On Show at gmail.com. Make sure you put the Yeah Come On Show, because all our other stuff is at it's Yeah Come On Show at gmail.com. I'm a freaking idiot. All our other stuff is at the Yeah Come On Show.
This is
Gmail.
just
Yeah.
yeah, YEAH, come on, CMON show at gmail.com.
Yes.
Yeah, come on, show. Or is the in front of it? The Yeah, come on, show.
It's just Yeah Come On Show at gmail.com.
Got it. Yeah, come on, show at gmail.com. So yeah, the fact this guy did that, I need his name. We got to get his name and his size. We got to send him a Yeah, come on shirt, show shirt. That was good. That was great.
Yeah.
Because I never heard that, and now it makes me laugh. So that was good work. Does he want his name mentioned, or does he want to stay silent?
Oh, I already mentioned it. His name's Mike, but that's so
Thanks, Mike.
generic. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. We could be
Oh my
making it up.
His name's
you-
Mick. We
Yeah, if
call
you
him
know
Mike.
somebody named Mike, just be like, "Yo,
pro-
I loved what you did with the Yeah Come On Show."
I love when you talk
Everyone
about
you know
eating
that's
ass on the
Mike.
Yeah Come On show.
Yeah, everybody talk
Yeah.
to all your mics. Talk to your mics. We'll find them. Talk to all your mics. There you go. Speaking of talking, the reason we're talking is because we have fabulous people that love us. Our sponsors. I want to thank OxygenFinancial.com, Ted Jenkins, who will be at our launch party. Circle285.com for all your needs when it comes to insurance. Bundle it together. Right now, they say if you stay with the same company longer than 3 or 4 years, you're probably losing money. There's cheaper rates out there, great companies that'll stand by you. So get a free quote at circle285.com. Ridgeline Counseling, Dr. David Markwell. We love you, Dave. Thank you so much. If you're going through something, go to Ridgeline Counseling. Again, he can talk to you in person or he can Zoom you. One fantastic counselor. And we want to give Joe B's bee pollen, pure bee pollen, a shout out. Go to joebees.com. And right now, again, the launch, I'm excited. I'm excited for all of us. But, you know, if I'm not excited about something, that would be the opposite, wouldn't it? What if we lived in an opposite world or we had an opposite day? This is an idea. These are things that Brett Barney sends me at 1 a.m. when I'm asleep. And I look up and I'm like, what is he talking about? Opposite day. And then I see Evan also joining him at 1 a.m. writing opposite comments. And the next thing you know, it makes its way onto the podcast. So take it away, Brett.
Yeah, this is actually a genius idea. We used to do Brett's brain sometimes. I guess that's where this thing came from. I was taking a whiz, as the kids like to say. And, you know, I'm singing a song. I think it's, I can't, you know, you shake it once, that's fine. Shake it twice, that's okay.
That's okay. That's the anthem by Good Charlotte.
Yeah, there we go. You shake it 3 times, you're playing with yourself. Then I was like, yeah, what if you had to shake it more? Like, what if it was opposite day? So, like, if you shook it once, you're playing with yourself. You shook it twice, you're playing with yourself. You shake it 3 times, well, now you're good. And then I was like,
I think that is the way. I think one shake is just worthless. So you obviously are playing with yourself. You got to shake that thing 8 or 9 times to make sure there's no droplets getting in your undergarments.
Brett, I'm going to be totally honest with you. That is the most batshit way to have thought of this topic.
Yeah. Oh,
Not to have seen someone mention opposite day and you say, huh, what if that was real? To have been at a urinal, thought of Good Charlotte, and that be the, like, you know, the dovetail into this.
Yeah, to how it got on our show.
It's actually weird. I admit, it's weird.
Shout out
It's
Good
weird.
Charlotte.
You know, every once in a while, a podcast hits a wall. So what? We just slapped it.
So this is when I came up with this question, and I asked you guys. I actually sent this to some former guests on the show. I sent this to some other radio people that we all know. I sent this to family members. I sent this in friend groups, and I got a lot of response. And the question is, if opposite day were a real thing, what are some things that would change to make life better?
Okay. So do you want to read some of the comments and give names, or do you want us to rattle off a few?
I'm not going to name the people just because some of them are out there.
Did we say the ones that have been on the show before?
I don't want to just throw any of these people on the bus because they thought they were just texting me, and I didn't tell any of them I was doing this.
All right, fair.
I'll throw some of these out here. I'll probably make.
By the way, you can name me on mine because I stand behind it.
Oh, I'll let you get yours. It is the government gives you money for taxes. The highest score in golf actually wins. Those are actually both
that would help me a lot.
The bar pays you $8 every time you take a shot. Hookers pay you for sex.
Yeah.
A speeding ticket actually takes points off your license and your insurance premiums go down. The smartest people actually get to make the rules and laws. Every time you nut in your wife, one of your kids disappears. I don't like that one.
I just love the word nut.
Women buy you drinks at bars and hit on you. Cocaine is not addictive and really good for you.
I see why you would want to name who said that.
When you get married, you get more blowjobs. You get to actually examine your doctor. Your favorite TV show cast watches you. Fatty foods actually make you skinny. When you eat food, the more you eat, the hungrier you get. The Falcons are actually a good team.
Oh.
You have to eat with your ass and shit with your mouth.
I think that's a South Park episode.
It is. It is South Park.
At least you could just go behind a bush. Yeah. Blah.
And then here was the last one I got. It was the more you drank, the drunker you got, but the more clear your mind became. Like, you know, that Bradley Cooper movie where he takes those pills.
Limitless.
because you could become some super genius as long as you're buzzed. But when your buzz starts to come back, you become dumber or like goes away. You just get dumber.
Oh,
I mean,
just stay drunk.
there is an apex, right, where you do get,
Oh, I
'Cause
think
here's
there's
the theory.
definitely a spot where you're drunk and you're hitting at all levels.
because the science behind this, and I am a real scientist, I'm a real scientist, is that alcohol kills your brain cells, right? So when you drink, it kills the slowest brain cells first, like a herd of gazelle, and it's left with just the fast ones.
Okay,
And I am a real
so
scientist.
Dude,
So
I love that. I like that. So you're just killing off all the dumb ones and getting
Yeah,
away. When you need a thought, you now have quick clarity because you've gotten rid of all the slow brain cells.
that's correct.
I dig
Medically
that.
speaking, that's what happens.
Well, here's mine. I think the opposite is spreading sexually transmitted diseases is a positive, not a negative.
Well, it is. I think it is a positive these days. I mean,
you would
Well,
test
there you
it
go.
out.
So,
Yeah.
so if I truly like you, I'm going to give you herpes, so you'll always remember me. And if you liked me, you have the herpes, and you'll always be reminded of me every time you break out. And that's good for anything, And if I'm leaving for like 2 weeks, then I give my wife gonorrhea because she'll think of me the entire time I'm gone, and then right as I'm getting home, it goes away.
And because it's opposite day, instead of her being pissed off, she would be pumped.
She's thankful.
Yeah, she's like
"Oh, God,
appreciative.
he gave me the worst case." It's like I just can't do anything but think about him. Every time I urinate and it burns, I'm like, "Steve."
So here's
she urinates and burns, and "You'll Be in My Heart" plays in the background.
There you go.
So if we have somebody that wrote, every time you nut in your wife, one of your children disappears, wouldn't that mean that if you have intercourse, sex, and you pull out, she becomes pregnant?
Yeah. Or you
In
get
opposite
another
world.
kid just right away.
No,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
there's got to be a fine line. There's got to be something else to do with that. I
Oh,
don't
there
want kids
is.
disappearing, and I don't want them showing up. I'm going no sex. What is that? I don't even know the word. 'Cause I never asexual. I never even thought about not having sex, so I don't know the word. Now I know. Yes. I don't want to lose kids, and I don't want to gain kids. At this moment, I am
You're
beat down.
at perfect kid capacity.
I'm getting my ass kicked, man.
Evan, do you got any opposites?
Yeah, I would like to drive 53 in the school zone.
It's better. Yeah, 35, flip it. 53 now.
Fuck them kids.
Every time you run a kid over, another one comes to life.
I used to think those jokes were funny until I have kids now.
Now
and
you
you're
got
doing
2 kids. Yeah.
Now you make me cry inside, and I'm like, it's not funny. You're
Oh
hurting
no,
my-
Steve,
stop,
I'm
stop.
kidding. I would never hit your kids.
Thank you. Well, I'm dropping my kids off. You can't get them. They're not walking to school.
Every time you get your hair cut, it grows longer.
Damn, that's cool. That's cool. I like that.
I'm just doing
People-
one on the fly.
People
When it-
appreciate you being late.
Oh, hell yeah.
My dream. My dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of hating on you. God knows I've dealt with that. That's good. I like opposite day. For a day, that would happen, right? Just a day.
Yeah, it would just
Okay.
be one day a year, and opposites would
So
just.
you'd only have to abstain from sex for one day
Yeah.
to keep your kids.
All right. And everything that you really truly love, the prices are opposite too. So you can buy something really, you're only allowed to buy one thing, but you can buy whatever you want on opposite day.
Mm.
So a $10 million house you can get for $10.
Dude, a losing scratch off ticket's a winner.
Damn right.
Oh,
Just
that's
for a
pretty
day.
good.
You only get one item like that to
Just
choose.
one.
So then,
But
yeah.
but then you also, I think you also have to deal with the repercussions of like every food that you like tastes like shit.
But every food I don't like. Oh, I don't like. There aren't that many foods I don't like.
I know that would make it tough.
And by the
think
way,
there's
that
only-
$10 million house you bought, you got to pay utilities on it the next day and all the taxes and all the
Oh,
insurance.
shit.
So what
You're
it
right,
does
yeah.
is it writes itself. So after about 3 months, you're like, I can't afford this, and you sell it, and you're out, and you got a little bit of cash flow, and then a proper millionaire gets his house back.
Dude, this is like the purge. It's legal to break laws.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you
wow.
have to live with the consequences, right?
Oh, yeah. Dude, we may have just written a movie and given it away on a podcast.
Oh my God. All right. Well, if you're a screenwriter, I'd at least like or a contribution credit,
Yeah,
script
yeah.
supervisor credit.
It'd
And
be
if you
nice.
work on WSB and you use this topic on a Friday night, maybe give us some love.
A little bit. I'd
Is
appreciate
somebody
it
doing,
personally.
is somebody doing that? Is that
That's why I'm
happening?
making sure this thing's getting out there.
God.
Yeah, it feels like it's escaping.
I tell you what, Brett, why don't you finish me off?
Oh, hell
Let's
yeah.
go,
So,
baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
no stories with any headlines this week, but we do have our first fill in the blank, not a finish me off. So you're going to have to fill in my gap. All right. First one.
Nice.
VIP section at the Eagles concert breaks into brawl during
Hotel California.
What's one of their nicer songs? Take It Easy.
Dude,
Oh,
Steve,
good
you
one.
actually hit it verbatim. The first one. Yes, I knew somebody would get this. I knew somebody would get one.
Take It Easy. I was thinking of BJ and the Bear. Yes.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Utah lawmaker says she believes women can control
People with their minds.
Menstrual cycles.
intake of semen during sex.
There's no way to control that. It's whatever I want to give.
No, I remember this popping around a few years ago too.
Really?
Yeah, it might even be the same woman, but I do remember one woman being like, well, the body has ways of shutting that down.
What, like
Yeah,
a natural diaphragm or something?
I don't know. I'm only a brain scientist, as
I love
you
it.
know.
Press your belly button and a flap magically comes down to protect you from the semen.
Whoop.
We're
right,
close.
Sorry, folks, we're closed. Moose out front should have told you.
Oh,
Somebody
God.
should've told you.
Great.
Hey,
movie.
as long as it's not a garage door and cuts off you know who. Don't
Ah! Who's ready to fill in Brett's gap?
All right, let's go, BB.
Beer made from recycled blank wins admirers in Singapore.
Beer made from recycled beer.
paper.
Just beer.
Toilet
empties.
water.
No.
Please, Lord, no. I'm not drinking that. No.
Here's the thing.
No.
You could show me on a chemical level that this is cleaner than just a regular tap water. I ain't buying it.
So you're not becoming an admirer. All right, last one. These Mormons have found a new faith in
Secondary marriages.
Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth-year marriages.
magic mushrooms.
Oh.
So this group of Mormons are just hammering and tripping nuts.
Well, I mean, they say that you get to a certain level where you hear and see things and think, and your mind opens up a little bit, and what you just normally can't pick up on, you can. So maybe there is truth to that. I don't
Brett,
know.
have you done shrooms?
No.
Me either.
I haven't either.
Steve, yeah, I figured you. I had a hunch you hadn't.
Mm-mm.
But
No, not a big druggie. I'm a drinker.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking
Yeah,
of drinking,
Definitely
speaking
my
of drinking,
choice.
yeah, drink up. Legends. Yeah, come on. Bourbon whiskey. Again, the date is July 9th. We hope that you join us because any of you guys that are watching this podcast or listening to it, you mean more to us than you know. Trust me, it's appreciated because there's a million things you could listen to or a million things you could do, and you're doing us. So let us do you a solid and show up and party with us. And as we do more and more location stuff, which we want to do one a month. This will be our first. We'll see how it goes. I want to thank Evan for his equipment that we'll bring out. I also am willing to buy more microphones, whatever's needed. But we will be there July 9th at Legends in Cumming, Georgia. Just go to legends.com, find out all the information you need. spiritsusa.com. Both those locations, you can get tickets for the night. Standing room only is perfect if that's what you want to do. There's going to be a lot of love going around, and our podcast will be live. So if you don't get a chance, hopefully you watch it on YouTube or you just listen to it But I am Southside Steve, your host. That is Brett Barney, your co-host, and Evan Brando, your co-host. We are your Yeah Come On show. This was Yeah Come On show 135. Can I get a yeah? Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Come on. Damn it, Evan, you beat
Right.
me.
I did. That was the fastest.
You guys are just a trip, man.